Hey everyone, it's Rebecca E. Parsons, and I am back today with another wonderful tag video. Today we are going to create these cute little cherubs with a hidden message. Here you can see this one. How sweet is that? And if I lift up this little skirt, you can see it says, Je t'aime. And this one, I love her just as well. And if you lift up this wonderful fabric doily, it says, Be Mine. So let's just get busy and see what we're going to do today. Let me put these aside for a minute. Heads here, the little cherub heads, came from the Graphics Fairies blog. And the post is called the 12 Plus Cherub Angel Clip Arts. Big mouthful there. And then I made tags. I just went ahead and made myself some tag templates. And the backgrounds here are from the Childhood Valentine papers on the membership site. And I made 2 copies of this, and you'll see how we're going to put it together. But the back one has the words on it, and the front one has the paper designs. So the first thing you need to do is wonderfully fussy cut your little cherub out. And I took some just distress ink. You can use any shade that you like, and just did the edges because I'm the world's not so best fussy cutter. Then the next thing I want you to do is cut the tag out, and let me show you my little secret for that. And I want to make sure that the front tag, which is this, it matches up perfectly with the back tag. Okay, which is that. And you can see here, let me lift this up. And I'll show you my secret for cutting this. It's got a big black outline. And I want to clamp it as good as I possibly can. After lining it up, you can line it up with a light box or on just holding it up to a piece of glass on a sunny day. But I like to cut this direction inside the black lines. That works best for me. And I just check my placement. But you can see, let me move this down. You can see where I hold the scissors, how well you can easily see if you cut on this side. A lot of people will cut this direction, but for me, I cut right on the inside of that heavy black line. Not very good at cutting on camera. But anyway, you can trim that up later if you need to. Let me get this little junk out of the way. So there is my tag. I do want to go ahead and keep the clamps on it for now, because the next thing I am going to do is bring my light box out and put it on so I can see where the words are. All right, so you just take a little square if you have it. If not, you can just do it with a ruler. And let me take that off of there for a second. And just kind of turn your light box on and draw a very faint line where you're going to be cutting. We're going to be cutting like a little door that has an opening in it. So we're only going to cut 3 sides here. We're not going to cut the top because that's where our flap is and where it folds back. So I'm going to take my light box off for now. And let me move my glue book out of the way. And I'm going to take my little craft knife, again using my ruler to get this as square as I can. keep my head out of the way if possible. And I'm just going to run this down here a couple of times. Remember, when you're cutting with a craft knife, it's not how hard you push. It's just doing it a few times until you get through the paper. And this is cardstock, so it takes a few times to get through. Go ahead and cut all 3 sides. And then you can turn it over and look at the back. If you don't get some of the edges carefully, you can work at it from the back. Okay, I think I've got it now. And then I'm just going to fold this back. And that should, if I did it correctly, that should work with my, oops, there it goes. That should work with my I adore you. Okay, how cute is that? So I am now going to bring my glue book back over here. And I like to use glue stick for this part. And I am just going to go around these edges. You want the edges stuck, but you don't want it too close to the middle. All right, there we go. And let me bring this back up. Match. And there we go. There we go. So you can just put that down. All right, so there we are. The next thing I want to do is to go ahead and, let me get that out of the way again, is I'm going to go ahead and put some aging around the edges of the tag. Just quickly. And I also like to do this little inner part as well. Just gives it a little more interest, I think. And you could, if you want, just kind of mess the whole thing up. Just age it however you like. Okay. Just make sure that's good and secure on there. And I am going to go ahead and punch my hole right now, and I'm going to use this little template to show me where my hole is going to be. Whoops. That's going to be in that general area. So punch your hole now. Okay. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to fasten the fabric. And this is just some mesh, red mesh fabric that I found that I think is pretty cool on this. Kind of looks like a dress for our cherub. And you can go this direction. I think I like it that direction. So I think I am going to put it this way. I just kind of pleated it with my fingers, pleated it. And I'm just going to take a staple and staple it a few times. And then look where my cherub will go. You just want to make sure that you don't cover up your hole. And I have a little excess there, so I'm going to go ahead and cut that off. If it were a little bit bigger, I might leave it on there, but I think that is going to look better trimmed off. Okay, I kind of like that. Fuss with it. Fussy, fussy. And I like the wings, at least one wing hanging over the edges. Sometimes I don't. This time I use a little bit wetter glue because this needs a little bit stronger hold than the two papers did together, or the two cardstocks. And I'm just going to do the center. I'm not going to do the wings. Let me go ahead and place our sweet little cherub there. And I'm going to go ahead and clamp her. And set that aside for a second to dry. And this is so quick and easy. It's almost sinful, I think. But it is fun. And it is such a quick and easy and cute Valentine's thing. But, of course, you can put any message in here. It doesn't have to be Valentine's. It would be great for any holiday, or just to say I love you. Somebody who loves cherubs or angels, this would be great for them. Go ahead and thread your ribbon. I've got some lace ribbon here. I'm just going to give that a little snug tug, snuggy snug tug, and that should be pretty well secure on there now. So there you go, and you can lift up her little skirt and you can see your message. I adore you. Aren't these fun? I think so. And that was a real quick way to make a beautiful, beautiful tag. And use any fabric that you have. Any scraps of lace or fabric just look beautiful on this. And I particularly am enamored with this tea-stained or coffee-stained doily that I had. That's not a paper doily, that is a fabric doily. So there you go, guys. And I hope you enjoyed this tutorial today. And I hope that you will join the rest of the tag team on Tag Team Fridays here at the Graphics Fairy. We have a lot of fun sharing our ideas with you. We've got a great bunch of tag teamers. And so come back and see us real soon. And for now, this is Rebecca, and may peace and joy be with you all.